There's nothing worse than buying a trendy pair of shoes, only to realize they don't actually look elegant once you wear them. I've studied the 2025 elegant shoe trends straight from the runways and fashion insiders, and I'll show you which ones will truly elevate your style, so you never waste money on the wrong pair again. Stick with me until the end, and I'll show you which styles will actually stand the test of time and which ones could secretly ruin your look. Let's get started. Ladies, if there's one shoe that's effortlessly bridging the gap between classic sophistication and modern style in 2025, it's the Kitten heel loafer. Yes, loafers have always been a go-to for polished, put-together looks. But this year, designers are giving them an elevated twist, literally. With a subtle, comfortable heel, this updated version offers just the right amount of lift without any of the discomfort of stilettos. If you've been looking for an elegant alternative to flats that still feels easy to wear, this is it. Now, why does this style work so well for women over 50? The key is structure and refinement. Traditional loafers can sometimes feel too flat or too masculine, but adding a delicate kitten heel refines the shape, giving it a more feminine, elongated effect. Plus, the slightly raised heel helps with posture and comfort, making it a great option for all-day wear. It's perfect for women who want something stylish without sacrificing stability. Now, let's talk about colors and materials. In 2025, we're seeing a lot of deep jewel tones, muted metallics, and classic neutrals like taupe, navy, and rich brown. If you love a little edge, try a pair with patent leather or croc-embossed textures. They add a subtle statement without being overpowering. For something more timeless, go for buttery soft leather or suede. These small details make a big difference in elevating your overall look. If you're worried about comfort, I totally get it. Heels, even small ones, can be tricky. That's why I always recommend looking for styles with cushioned insoles and a slightly wider toe box. The goal is to keep that sleek silhouette without squeezing your feet into something uncomfortable. A well-designed kitten heel loafer should feel just as easy to walk in as a traditional loafer, but with that extra boost of elegance. So if you've been eyeing a shoe that's equal parts chic, practical, and fashion-forward, this is your sign to give the kitten heel loafer a try. It's a small change that makes a big impact on your overall style. Now, let's move on to another shoe that's making waves this year. Nothing adds instant elegance and confidence quite like a beautifully structured knee-high boot. In 2025, the focus is shifting from slouchy, relaxed styles to sleek, form-fitting designs that elongate the leg and create a more polished silhouette. If you're looking for a boot that feels sophisticated and timeless, this is the one. One of the biggest benefits of a structured knee-high boot is how flattering it is. A well-fitted boot that hugs the calf creates a clean, streamlined look that makes your legs appear longer. And let's be honest, who doesn't want that? Plus, for women over 50, a sleek boot avoids the bulkiness that can sometimes come with more casual, slouchy styles. When it comes to styling, the key is balance. If you prefer a more modern edge, you can wear them over fitted jeans for a chic, city-ready look. The structured shape makes everything feel more intentional and refined, even if you're just wearing a simple sweater dress. As for materials, smooth leather and soft suede are leading the way in 2025. Classic colors like black, deep brown, and taupe remain timeless, but if you're feeling bold, try a rich burgundy or deep forest green. Both are incredibly chic and surprisingly versatile. The key is to stick to minimalist designs without excessive buckles or hardware, which keeps the look polished and sophisticated. Comfort is another major factor. Look for boots with a slightly wider shaft for a better fit, and low to mid-height block heels for stability. If you're worried about tightness around the calf, many brands now offer stretch panels or adjustable zippers to ensure a custom fit. And of course, cushioned insoles make a world of difference if you plan on wearing them all day. If you're thinking, are knee-high boots too trendy for my age? Let me stop you right there. This is one of those pieces that truly transcends age. A structured, well-made knee-high boot is a wardrobe staple that works just as beautifully in your 50s and beyond as it does in your 30s. It's all about choosing the right fit and styling it with confidence. So, if you've been on the fence about embracing this trend, consider this your sign. A chic, structured knee-high boot is the perfect blend of fashion, function, and timeless elegance. Now let's talk about another shoe that's all about luxury and understated glamour. If there's one shoe that embodies sophisticated ease, it's the velvet loafer. This is a trend that's been quietly gaining momentum, and in 2025, it's having a real moment. What I love most about velvet loafers is how they instantly elevate an outfit while still being ridiculously comfortable. They're the perfect mix of luxurious and practical, making them a must-have for any refined wardrobe. Velvet naturally has a rich, elegant texture, which adds a touch of opulence to even the simplest outfits. Whether you're wearing tailored trousers, a cashmere sweater, or a monochrome outfit, a velvet loafer gives everything a more polished feel. It's the kind of shoe that says, "I have great taste," without trying too hard. The key to making this trend work for women over 50 is to keep the shape sleek and refined. Avoid anything too chunky or overly embellished. Instead, look for almond toe or slightly pointed designs that feel sophisticated. Colors like deep navy, burgundy, emerald, and classic black are especially chic in velvet. And let's talk about comfort, because that's always a priority. Unlike some dressier shoes, velvet loafers tend to be soft, flexible, and easy to wear. A well-made pair should have a supportive sole and a structured shape that holds up over time. If you're wondering where to find the best velvet loafers, I've done the research for you. I've added a curated list of my favorite picks in the description box below, so be sure to check them out. Trust me, once you slip into a pair, you'll see why this trend is sticking around. Let's talk about the perfect blend of style and comfort, the Wedge mule. If you're someone who loves a little lift but can't deal with the discomfort of stilettos, this is the shoe for you. Wedge mules are making a huge comeback in 2025, and it's easy to see why. They give you the height of a heel with the stability of a flat, making them an ideal choice for women who want to stay elegant without sacrificing comfort. One of the biggest reasons I love wedge mules is their effortless sophistication. They instantly elevate your look, whether you're wearing a pair of tailored trousers, a flowy midi skirt, or even well-fitted jeans. Unlike traditional wedge sandals, the mule version feels sleeker and more polished, which makes them perfect for both casual outings and dressier occasions. Now, let's talk about comfort, because I know that's a big priority for many of us. A well-designed wedge mule evenly distributes weight across your foot, reducing pressure on the ball of your foot and making it much easier to walk in than a regular heel. Plus, the open back design means no rubbing at the heel, a huge win if you've ever struggled with blisters from closed back shoes. As for the trending styles in 2025, we're seeing neutral tones, rich suedes, and even soft metallic finishes that add just a hint of glamour. And if you're feeling bold, a textured leather or croc-embossed finish can add an extra touch of luxury to your outfit. One important tip when wearing wedge mules: pay attention to the cut and the height. The best styles will have a low to mid-height wedge, around 2 to 3 inches, and a structured, supportive sole. Anything too high or too soft can make walking uncomfortable, and we want to avoid that. If you're wondering how to style them, think elegance with ease. Pair them with cropped trousers to show off the silhouette, or wear them with a flowy maxi dress for an effortlessly chic vibe. They're also fantastic for travel, comfortable enough for all-day exploring, yet polished enough for a nice dinner out. So, if you've been searching for a shoe that's stylish, comfortable, and incredibly versatile, wedge mules are definitely worth considering. Now, let's move on to another fabulous option: pointed toe flats with a modern edge. If there's one shoe that never goes out of style, It's a pointed toe flat. But in 2025, this classic is getting a subtle update with modern, refined details that make it feel fresh and current. What I love about pointed toe flats is how they elongate the leg, create a polished silhouette, and add instant sophistication, all without the need for a heel. For women over 50, a structured pointed toe flat is the ultimate balance of comfort and elegance. Unlike round toe or ballet flats, which can sometimes look too youthful or casual, a pointed shape feels elevated and intentional. It's the kind of shoe that works effortlessly for business casual outfits, evening wear, or even a chic daytime look. Now let's talk about the modern updates we're seeing in 2025. Designers are embracing sleek architectural shapes, soft leather finishes, and subtle embellishments like sculptural hardware or tonal stitching. What we're not seeing are the overly embellished, bejeweled styles of the past, because this year it's all about understated luxury. One of my personal favorite ways to style pointed toe flats is with cropped trousers or slim-fitting jeans. This combination creates a long, lean line and ensures your shoes don't get lost under wide-leg fabrics. If you love skirts and dresses, opt for structured midi-length options. Too much volume can sometimes overwhelm a pointed toe silhouette. And if you're wondering about comfort, because let's be honest, some flats can be surprisingly uncomfortable, my advice is to look for pairs with a supportive insole and a slightly padded arch. A leather lining also helps prevent rubbing, especially if you're wearing them all day. As for colors, classic neutrals like black, camel, and soft gray remain timeless choices. But if you want to add a modern twist, try deep jewel tones like emerald or navy, or even a subtle snakeskin texture. It's a great way to add interest without being over the top. So if you're looking for a shoe that's practical yet incredibly chic, a modern pointed toe flat is a fantastic option. Mary Janes are having a major revival in 2025, and I couldn't be happier. But this isn't the schoolgirl version we remember. This year's Mary Janes are sophisticated, elegant, and designed for grown-up wardrobes. If you're looking for a shoe that adds a touch of femininity without feeling overly girly, this is it. The secret to making this trend work for women over 50 is choosing structured, refined styles. Look for sleek leather finishes, delicate straps, and low to mid-block heels. These details keep the shoe feeling polished and sophisticated rather than juvenile. One of the biggest benefits of Mary Janes is how incredibly versatile they are. They work beautifully with dresses, skirts, and even trousers, making them a great everyday option. A classic black or nude pair can easily transition from a casual day out to an evening dinner with just a few styling tweaks. When it comes to modern updates, designers are playing with texture and subtle embellishments. Expect to see soft suede finishes, patent leather for a touch of shine, and even minimalist buckle details that add a hint of personality without overwhelming the look. And of course, comfort is key. Unlike traditional pumps, Mary Janes offer more stability. Thanks to the strap, which means no slipping off the heel while you walk. Look for styles with cushioned insoles and a low, sturdy heel for all-day wearability. If you're wondering how to style them, keep it chic and simple. Pair them with a structured midi dress for a classic, polished feel, or wear them with tailored trousers for a more modern, unexpected combination. The key is letting the shoe's delicate details shine without overwhelming the outfit. So, I'd love to know, which of these shoe trends do you see yourself wearing this year? Do you already own a pair, or are you thinking of trying something new? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Moving on, there's something truly magical about the perfect evening shoe, because it has the power to transform even the simplest outfit into something spectacular. In 2025, luxurious satin and embellished heels are taking center stage, and I couldn't be more excited. Whether it's a pair of elegant slingbacks, a delicate ankle strap heel, or a sophisticated pointed toe pump, the right evening shoe can elevate your entire look with minimal effort. The beauty of satin and embellished shoes is that they add instant glamour without being over the top. A sleek satin pump in a deep jewel tone like emerald, navy, or burgundy can look just as elegant as a metallic shoe without feeling too flashy. And if you prefer a little extra sparkle, embellishments like crystal buckles, pearl accents, or subtle beading offer just the right amount of shine for a refined, grown-up aesthetic. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Aren't embellished shoes too trendy? Will they go out of style? The answer is no, as long as you choose timeless silhouettes. Stick with classic pointed toe pumps, chic kitten heels, or delicate ankle strap designs. These styles have been around for decades and will continue to look elegant for years to come. One of the best things about these shoes is their versatility. Of course, they're perfect for formal occasions, but you can also dress them down in unexpected ways. Try pairing a satin pump with dark wash jeans and a sleek blouse for a modern, high-low look. Or, if you're heading to a dinner party, wear an embellished heel with a simple midi dress and let the shoes do the talking. Comfort, as always, is key. Many high-end brands are now designing evening shoes with padded insoles and lower wearable heel heights, so there's no need to suffer through the night. If you want extra support, look for styles with a slightly wider toe box and a secure strap to keep your foot in place. If you're investing in an evening shoe this year, consider rich textures and delicate details. Satin, velvet, and even subtle metallic finishes can add a touch of opulence without looking overly trendy. And don't be afraid to step away from basic black, deep jewel tones and soft champagne hues are incredibly flattering and just as versatile. A well-chosen evening shoe is the perfect finishing touch to any elegant outfit. And speaking of timeless shoes, let's move on to another classic that's been reimagined in a fresh, modern way. Ballet flats have been a staple in women's wardrobes for decades, but in 2025, they're getting a sophisticated update. If you've ever felt that traditional ballet flats looked a little too delicate or youthful, you'll love the refined versions we're seeing this year. One of the biggest improvements we're seeing is the shift toward supportive, well-structured designs. Unlike the flimsy, unsupportive ballet flats of the past, modern versions feature padded insoles, slight arch support, and a sturdier sole, making them not only more comfortable but also better for your posture. When it comes to style, we're moving away from the super round, ultra-delicate toe shape. Instead, designers are embracing slightly pointed, almond, or square toe silhouettes that feel more polished and elongate the leg. These subtle changes make ballet flats feel sophisticated rather than overly girlish. The material choices have also evolved. Instead of basic matte leather, we're seeing sumptuous suede, textured croc-embossed finishes, and soft metallic tones that add depth and richness to an otherwise simple shoe. Some brands are even incorporating minimalist embellishments, like a sleek gold buckle or a delicate bow, for an extra touch of elegance. One of the best things about these modern ballet flats is their incredible versatility. They pair effortlessly with everything from tailored trousers to midi skirts, and they're the perfect travel shoe if you want something chic yet comfortable. My favorite way to wear them is with cropped pants and a structured blazer. It's the ultimate combination of effortless and refined. If you're looking for a comfortable, stylish shoe that works for both everyday wear and dressier occasions, a refined ballet flat is a fantastic choice. But while we've covered some of the best trends for 2025, it's just as important to know which shoe trends might be working against us. So let's talk about one trend that could actually be ruining your look. Now, let's talk about a trend that's everywhere right now, but one that can be surprisingly unflattering and tricky to style. Overly strappy or bulky sandals. I know that comfort is a priority, especially when it comes to warm weather shoes. But some of the sandals trending in 2025 can actually make your legs look shorter, overwhelm your outfit, or even appear dated rather than stylish. The biggest offenders for me are those ultra-chunky soles, excessive straps wrapping around the foot and ankle, and oversized buckles. While these styles might look great on a runway or in a magazine, in real life, they often add too much bulk and can make even the most elegant outfit feel unbalanced. Another issue is proportion. Shoes should complement your outfit, not overpower it. If you're wearing a sleek, polished look, a pair of thick, heavy sandals with a platform sole can completely throw off the balance. Multiple thick straps that cut across the ankle can visually shorten your legs, something most of us don't want. Instead of the thick, strappy sandals, it's better to opt for streamlined, elegant designs. For instance, a minimalist ankle strap sandal can achieve the same comfortable feel without overwhelming your silhouette. A thin, delicate ankle strap or a slingback style is a much better alternative if you want that secure fit without the unflattering effect. I know comfort is key, so if you love a chunkier sole, choose one with a sleek shape rather than an exaggerated, clunky design. A simple wedge or a platform with a more refined profile can give you height and support without making your feet look too heavy. At the end of the day, the goal is to enhance your look, not distract from it. So before you reach for that ultra-strappy or bulky sandal, consider whether it's truly complementing your outfit or if it's secretly throwing off your entire look. If you enjoyed this video and found these insights helpful, you're going to love this next video, where I'll be sharing the best shoes for short women over 50. If you've ever struggled to find shoes that enhance your height without sacrificing comfort, I've got all the tips you need. Click on this next video and let's dive in.